So today I'm bringing y'all the 78th build in NBA 2K25 that we found together on this channel. And with this one, it's going to be coming out to the Inside the Arc Maestro build, bro. So let me tell y'all a little bit about this build. It's a monster, bro. It reminds me, and you get that #1 comparison of one of my favorite players in today's game and age. An old head when it comes to how the way he plays basketball. We got Giannis Antetokounmpo build. Now, I think this is perfect because not only of this build name, but I made it to where you're able to do a little bit of everything, take it into just about any game mode and setting. And of course, man, you know, I just want you to know that I appreciate y'all coming through every single day. You know, y'all are the rich family, and none of this would be possible, us building the most positive, Christ-like minded community on YouTube, bro. So, you know, again, thank you for your support. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll definitely be sure to get back to you with the response, man. You know, we gotta thank God, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. I just want to continue to put out the most positive message that I possibly can, man. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of today's build. So the first thing we're doing is putting this one under that power forward position. When we get into that height, I'm gonna go with 6'10". Getting into the actual weight, let's go with 237. And then for that wingspan, we're putting this up to 7'6", bro. And the first area that we're going into is going to be the actual physicals, and this is going to allow us to see which badges, animations, takeovers, everything that we unlock throughout the build. So with my speed today, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 75. As you get into the breakdown of that agility, leave this at a 60. 84 when it comes towards our strength. You know, for a Giannis build, I would really consider throwing more towards this area, but I want to be well-rounded in everything. So for this vertical, we're going to put this all the way up to a 90. When it comes towards the actual driving layup, I'm going to go all the way up to an 80. Moving into that driving dunk, let's go all the way up to a 91. And as you can see with this standing dunk, I'm going to go with an 81 as well, with a 79 when it comes towards the actual post control. So, you know, what I like about this build is that we get those pro standing contact dunks, and, you know, down the road, if you do get cap breakers, you can actually get the elite ones. Now, on top of that, the 91, that does allow you to get the elite dunk packages, but on top of that, if you're adding another set of cap breakers, bro, you know, you can get elite contact dunks pretty much at every single level when it comes towards every animation required. So for this driving layup, it does allow you to get the Giannis Antetokounmpo driving layup style. So that's going to be key because his layup style is the best in the game, bro, this year, especially for big man. So moving down the line when it comes towards the actual mid-range shot, I'm going to put this up to an 80. As you get into the breakdown of the three-pointer, I'm going to go up to a 71. And then for this free throw, I'm going to go up to an 80 here as well. And as you can see, we do get a good amount of those jump shot releases and bases. The 80 is perfect. The 71 for the three-point shot. I can shoot with a 60 on one of my main builds, bro, at the same height of 6'10". So there's not going to be any struggle when it comes towards this rating. And a lot of y'all should really consider buying boosts for not only the finishing, but the shooting, playmaking, anything if you can afford it, bro. So when it comes towards the playmaking today, I'm going to go with an 87 for my pass accuracy. As you get into the breakdown of the actual ball handle, I'm going to go with a 77. Moving into the speed with ball, we're going to leave this as is, and we do get those pro dribble animations. On top of that, a lot of the upgraded passing styles, bro. So it all comes down to the way that you see this build fit for yourself, how you want to go about it. If there's any changes you want to make, man, you can definitely do so, but I recommend keeping the build the same as is and then changing it after we get the build name together. So as you get into the breakdown of the actual defensive end, man, this is what's really gonna, you know, take this build into a different category as far as what we can do. So a 74 when it comes towards the interior defense, a 72 when it comes towards this perimeter side, and then also when it comes towards the steal, I'm gonna go with a 60. Moving more into that block, let's go with a 74 here. I'm gonna go with an 80 for my defensive side, and then when it comes towards the actual offensive, put the rest into this area. And once you max this build out at 99 overall, this is what we're gonna be looking like. So I don't think we're lacking too much when it comes towards the defensive side to put more into the actual finishing, you know, especially the fact that you do get the elite contact dunks while still being able to be a great shooter, bro, and also dribble. You know, that says a lot about this build. You know, I would really consider taking this one into the rec. I think it's going to be one of the better all-around builds in there. Even for the Pro-Am or Playgrounds 5s, 3s, and 4s, bro, this is going to be a nice build to use. Now, What I like about it is going to be a lot of these badges that you do unlock once you get those cap breakers, but for now, you do get Hall of Fame Area Wizard, and on top of that, bro, you get Strong Handle. Now, I know that for my liking and playstyle, I think this build is perfect, but if you wanted to get more out of that defensive side, especially when it comes towards badges, you shouldn't worry, bro, because when it comes towards the silver and bronze, I definitely got y'all covered as well. Now, for these gold ones, you get Dimer, you're also getting Break Strider, and then from here, you get Post Fade Phenom. So, you're covered on the offensive side. You can pretty much do everything that you want at ease, especially if you have a smaller build on you. This build is really going to allow you to be dominant, and even with these takeovers, I got some sauce for y'all, so stay tuned. Now, for these silver badges, we get Rebound Chaser, Posterizer, Post Up Poet, Post Powerhouse, Rise Up, and also Set Shot Specialist. From there, we get Physical Finisher, Box Out Beast, Brick Wall. You're also getting Float Game, Hook Specialist, and Immovable Enforcer with Off-Ball Pest. So the defense, I told y'all, when it comes towards the badges, they're really going to make up for it on this tier, and especially when it comes towards getting those tier upgrades, you can throw it towards any area of your liking. Now for these bronze, we get Shifty Shooter, Post Lockdown, Layup Mixmaster, Handles for Days, High Flying Denier, and also Challenger with Ankle Assassin. So from there, you also do get Paint Patroller, Bailout, Deadeye. From there, we get Interceptor, you get Paint Prodigy here, Pogo Stick, Unpluckable with Versatile, Visionary. I can't say there's really one true weakness when it comes towards this kind of slasher. You know, I really like the fact that we can maintain this heavy offensive side while still having some pretty good defensive stats. Now the rebounding, you know, I'm really happy with that 80, but the physicals are what's going to make this build even better, especially that strength. So when it comes towards the takeovers, as you can see, we get about 8 or 9 of them. So we get above the rim, you're also getting Bucket, Drive and Dish, Physical Finisher, Midi Maestro, Orchestrator, Great Wall, and for those of y'all who have been watching me for some time, y'all know that this is my favorite takeover to go with, and getting a 99 strength on this kind of build, bro, is going to replicate Giannis Antetokounmpo perfectly. Now you also get Driver, Dr. Duncanstein, and Break Igniter. It all comes down to your preference, the way that you see this build fit for, you know, the type of game that you want to play. Now, the ones that I would consider throwing are going to be, you know, Driving Dunk, a plus 15 put towards this area. Not bad, but with boosts and also cap breakers, I think we can save our takeovers for something else. So, even with Bucket, that gives you a plus 7 put towards a close shot, mid-range, and driving layup. With Silky Shooter takeover ability, that's not bad at all. I really do like the Poster Machine takeover ability, and also when it comes towards that mid-range shot, if you're buying boost, bro, and run this takeover, we potentially can even get a 99 mid-range on a 6'10 build with a maxed out takeover. Man, it all comes down to, you know, what you're comfortable with. I would say I would pick between Midi Maestro or even Great Wall. Now, as far as when it comes towards, you know, the next thing that I want to talk about, and to wrap up this build, is going to be these cap breakers. So, when it comes towards the actual Driving Dunk, I would really consider throwing the first set of 5 towards this area. That will allow you to not only get more dunk packages unlocked, but you're going to get gold, posterizer, and on top of that, bro, you can even potentially get, you know, Aerial Wizard on the legend tier. It all comes down to if you follow along with the build making. You know, I know a lot of y'all would probably put more towards the defensive side or even the strength, but I promise you, these attributes are going to be perfect to move forward. You're going to be able to guard just about any position, and if you're worried about the defensive side, bro, pick this takeover right here, and I promise you it's going to make up for a lot of these attributes. You don't need to go anything higher, especially if you're looking to be a true slasher. Now, even if you wanted to put it towards that mid-range shot, the pass accuracy, or even that interior defense, all of these are great options. So, you know, I want to know your thoughts and opinions. Is there anything that you see that you would change or do about this build? So let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that we all made this build correctly. And as you can see, that #1 comparison of Giannis, we got Thurl Bailey, Jalen Johnson, and coming up at the 78th build on this channel, man, we got the rare Inside the Arc Maestro build. I just gotta say thank y'all so much for your support. More so than anything, thank the Lord above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. You know, I'm really happy to be able to dig throughout these builds that they have hidden in NBA 2K25 on next gen. I'm on the road to find every single build for y'all, so I hope you can appreciate that. You know, let me know, are there any type of tips and tutorials that y'all want to see? I got a dribble tutorial that I put down below in the description, and also with a little pop-up card right here. But I just want you to know, man, continue to come through, continue to support. We are building the most positive 2K Christ-like community here on YouTube, and there's nothing that can come against it, bro. I'm telling you, we're doing it for the man upstairs. I got more videos coming for y'all tomorrow, so be sure to stay tuned. And if it was your first time coming through, Be sure to hit that sub button if you know. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.